Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We have got a beer which is a big American beer brand next. We got a beer which divides opinion. Definitely. We've got a beer which has become a little trendy, um, if you know what I mean. And we got a beer which has just started to pepper itself along supermarket shelves. So, I've been looking at this for years, and I thought, the way it gets slated, it's got slated on rate beer. I think it gave it 1 out of 5 or something. I don't know. I don't take any notice of rate beer. Um, we have. I'd have to pronounce this right. That is Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. There you go, boys and girls. Super smashing great. 4.6% ABV, and it's a lager before anybody starts going on about it. So, I thought I'd bring up some history behind this because it's American style lager. It is first introduced in 1844. Alcohol by volume varies from 4.7 to 5.9 on Wikipedia. But it's 4.6 on this one. Now, I don't know if this is contract brewed. It is contract brewed in the UK by C&C Group in Dublin. So, I'll be interested to see what the actual American one is. It says contains water, barley, malt, select grains. Note, boys and girls, select grains, yeast, hops, pasteurised beer. Best serving temperature 5 to 7 degrees. So, so I've heard a lot about him. It's got a bit of a reputation, if you know what I mean. I'll just have a look here. Right, I've got to get into the sales of this, because this is how big this beer is. Sales peaked at 18 million barrels in 1977. In 1980 and 81, the company had 4 different CEOs, and by 1982, it was the 5th beer sales in the US, dropping from the 3rd in 1980. The brands, it says in 1996, Pabst headquarters left Milwaukee, and the company ended beer production at its main complex there. By 2001, the brand's sales were below 1 million barrels. So it's been up and down, and it was acquired by a food industry executive, Cedini, he's called, Metropolis. Sounds a bit Greek. Some dodgy Greek bloke bought it for $250 million. Crikey. So, there's loads of stuff. Look on Wikipedia. I can make this film into a 20-minute one for this. So anyway, I might do a taste off one day with this and Budweiser, but I thought of that. But let's open this up, see what there is. So there is the Blue Ribbon Crown. The reason why it's called Blue Ribbon because apparently it won a load of competitions back in the day, and they put blue ribbons on it. I don't know, something like that. So let's pour out and see what delightful. It looks like fucking water coming out of that bottle. But I just noticed it's yeah. There you go. That is the colour. Boys and girls, that is very pale looking. Indeed, very clear looking. It looks quite, what's the word? Should I say urine colour? You could in a way, I suppose. A fluffy white head there. Nice big fluffy white head of the aroma. You do get a sweet maltness, but dare I say, it smells a bit soapy. It does, smells a bit pear soapy in a way. And I have drunk in this glass beforehand. It didn't smell like that, so I have dried up my glass, boys and girls. So, as you can see there, it is a straw-coloured lager. I'm going to go in, so cheers. I bet some people, because this is trendy, or hip, should I say, I bet some people like this stuff. But they say, oh yeah, this is great. Again and again. On the front end, you get a bit of sweet malt, bit of corn maybe. Does feel a bit corn. I'm looking, it says 5 to 7 degrees. I think it tastes better cold, to be honest with you on this. Will I be happy drinking this? Not really. I'll be honest with you. It's. I could go into a slag fest with this if I wanted to, but I'm not, because this is going to be big. This is going to be a big seller. I can see loads of people buying this stuff. Again. Again. It's not giving you anything else, to be honest. I think what's more interesting about this beer is the history behind it, because it is part of a big part of American beer culture. It really is. Do I personally like this beer? No, I don't. I'll be honest. It's a bit thin. It's a bit watery. It feels a bit devoid of life. There's a little nice sweet on the front end. You can drink a shitload. You definitely can drink a shitload. Maybe you should get some in for the World Cup in Russia. I've had better lagers, most definitely. I've had a lot worse lagers. I'll say yes. It's not the worst lager, but it's definitely not the best lager. It's pretty bland, to be honest. It's nothing really to keep me interested. It doesn't feel refreshing for me. A lager should be refreshing. It hasn't got a refreshing quality for me. It's a bit thin, and it's a bit thin for me, and it's a bit nondescript. I've used nondescript loads of times. For me, it's just a bit fucking boring. Boys and girls, Pabst Blue Ribbon. I think you should try it. I think people should try that. For me, I just find it very, very boring. Maybe a little bit like this review I'm doing. It's not great, but it's going to sell shitloads, and it's got history. And so there you go. So thank you for watching this review. If you've fallen asleep watching this review, wake up. It's ended. See you in the next one.